When I come in to speak at a college or university, I have 3 different topics that I can speak on. The first one is for student orientations and the first year experience. And then the second topic is a student leadership message, which is generally geared for a student government kind of audience or college leadership associations. And the third topic is related to career services on campus that's dedicated to helping college students get on path and on purpose and how to find a future career that's worth living for. When I come and visit a campus to speak to a college audience, it's all about speaking from a level of experience and also being relatable. The keynotes and the workshops I give are informative and they're engaging, but they're also credible and they're coming from a place of relevance.
He had a really good way of presenting things, especially to us like kind of college students. I thought it was really good the way that he was able to present those things and kind of connect with us. He's not that much older than we are, but definitely made it easier for us to understand.
If you're looking for somebody to not disingenuinely inspire you, just to do it real, to get you thinking about living, to motivate whatever you're wanting to motivate in a person, that's what it's his gift. And he takes it serious. I know other speakers who they have fun with it and it's their job. Yeah, this is his passion.
When I come in and work with a student orientation group and deliver a student orientation keynote, that whole message is completely customized and it's structured to match the theme and the message that school wants to deliver. Now, I've always been the type of person that believes that you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And so when a college or a university brings me in to partner with them on school orientations and making sure that the freshman's first time impression is unforgettable, motivating, and educational, it's go time. The orientation keynote focuses on bringing inspiration to a freshman audience as they begin the college journey, but it also brings peace of mind. And I'll be honest, I remember college being extremely intimidating. And it's crazy how quickly it can become overwhelming. So I talk about the ins and outs of college life, the power of being engaged as a college student, and how to do more of that. But then also how to find joy in the college journey. Because when you get a grasp on that and you understand and remember your why of receiving a college education in the first place and what that can do for you in your future, man, your college success changes significantly. The student leadership keynote is all about helping the student to realize that there is a huge difference between being a successful student leader and a significant student leader. Because in all reality, it's not about being the best in the school, it's about being the best for the school. And so we talk about how true leadership in reality is just a gratified word for service. And that with the title of a student leader, they have the coolest opportunity to not just plan events or activities, but we talk about how they literally can change people's lives as they lead. I think one of the biggest things that the student leadership audiences have loved so much, one, I'm a little bit younger, I look more relatable, but also because I come from a background of actually being a student leader myself. I had the opportunity to spend over 7 years in student leadership throughout junior high, high school, and college. I graduated from the Center for the Advancement of Leadership, which is one of the highest nationally ranked student leadership programs in the country. So having that background, being in the trenches as an actual student leader allows me to speak from an area of understanding and experience that students relate and connect with. I remember in college being asked so many times questions like, what are you studying? What are you going into? What are you going to do when you graduate? And to be honest, I didn't even always know how to answer those questions. And the research actually shows that most college kids don't know how to answer those questions either. And so I ended up graduating and kind of landed into a job that really wasn't something that I loved. It wasn't something that I was passionate about. It didn't contribute to my purpose, but it paid the bills. And I remember one day I was sitting at a burger joint with my friends and I posed a question. I said, what if you could find one job that allowed you to do what you love, but it also contributed to your needs financially, and then it also helped you to fulfill your purpose, made you feel like you were doing something bigger than yourself. And I remember my 2 buddies, they looked back at me and they said, that doesn't exist. They said, that's an anomaly. And 2 weeks after that conversation, I quit my job. Oscar Wilde said, to live is the rarest thing in the world. For most people merely exist and that's all. The day I quit my job was the day I decided to live and no longer just exist. When I come in and I speak on living a life by design, not by default, I talk about my experience and the lessons I learned in hopes that it helps college students to actually figure out how to live a life that's worth living and how to identify what the possibilities are and what their future can look like. And so I talk about what the process was for me and then the actionable steps they can take on how to figure it out for themselves and how to get their life on path and on purpose, but also realize that the choices that they make today open the door for tomorrow's opportunities.